Hello Frank, I'm Asir. Today I'm coming with a collaboration video with my good friend Nikhil at Exotic Sense YouTube channel. We're going to be talking today about a brand called Areej Le Dore. First time I received a sample from brother Adam there. Thank you, Adam. I tried them and I fell in love with them. I ended up buying all three of them because they were so amazing. Today we're going to be looking at the one that I love out of the bunch. So here goes the presentation for Ottoman Empire. So on to Nikhil for his take on Ottoman Empire.
Hello Mr. Ross and our lovely viewers. Thank you so much for collaborating with me. This is indeed an honor. You're one of my favorite friends in the community and this really makes me happy. So my friends, this is the perfume that we are going to be talking about today. This is Ottoman Empire from the house of Areej Le Dore, which is a new venture of Russian Adam, one of the most respected oud distillers in the world. His previous venture was known as Feel Oud, and I am lucky. I consider myself fortunate to have reviewed his products and also buy them. He produces some excellent quality material, and I was pretty skeptical when he sent me 3 of these perfume samples. It comes in a lovely velvet pouch here, all packed in this Areej Le Dore perfume box. This is the standard box in which these samples come in. They cost about $40 on his website. Now, I was pretty skeptical, guys, because I was not sure what he'll do with perfumes. He's a master with oils. I can say that with 100% confidence. A very honest and passionate artist. But he really stunned me, guys. When I first sprayed this fragrance, I was immediately reminded of the quality and the perfume art which has gone into making one of my favorite fragrances of all times, which is Nikhil. Anyone who owns this fragrance or has sampled this one will immediately be reminded of it when he or she sprays Ottoman Empire. Now, I'll read out the notes to you first. It's really interesting. A huge number of perfume ingredients in here. At the top, we have Jamaican pepper, cardamom, pure rose oil from Afghanistan, Georgia, Bulgaria, and Indian rose absolute. So there are almost three different types of roses here. Thai white rose, jasmine, frangipani water, freshly co-distilled by Russian Adam. So basically they are talking about hydrosols. When they make essential oils, some amount of that perfume material is left out in the distilled water, which is discarded, and he has used that hydrosol here to probably use that as a faint note to support the other notes. At the heart, we have infusion of frangipani flowers. There you go. Over 20 years old aged saffron attar. Now that is a really precious, expensive material, and it shows out in the fragrance. 3 different types of Indian agarwood oil, including traces of nearly 20 years old Assam oud. Assam oud is basically from India. Aged Assam oud is like gold in today's market, and it's just not about the market, it's about the old school oud lovers. It's liquid gold. I'm telling you guys, it smells really blissful. It's not funky or leathery or dirty as today's ouds because of that over fermentation leading to the rotting or putrefaction of the oud. It was really high quality, very soothing, and it had a beautiful effect on your mind. And then we have some clean Indian vetiver, which is expensive, really special. It's sweet, smoky, woodsy, slightly herbal, and it's not soapy at all. It's a beautiful thing, that Indian vetiver. We have cinnamon and nutmeg, and at the base we have 7 years old Bengal sandalwood, Indian oak moss, crude amber resin oil, and sweet myrrh. So many notes, guys, but how does this perfume actually smell like? So the first spray on your skin will give you a blast of, a multitude of notes, very sensual, very authentic, very oriental, and really, really special. You can make out from the first spray on your skin that this is going to be an olfactory journey unlike any other that you've experienced. And remember, guys, we also have for comparisons Nikhil here. The first thing that hits your nose is a beautiful sweet note of florals. It's a mixed bouquet of florals, and it's extremely difficult for a discerning nose to you know, pinpoint each and every material to break this perfume down. It's extremely difficult, and that's what I appreciate, that this is not an amateur job. This is definitely a professional job. I don't know how Russian Adam has been experimenting with perfumes. I have no idea about that, but this stuff is amazing. It's out of this world. And you know what happens when you have unregulated materials, perfume materials, and you do not have any pressure from regulatory authorities like IFRA, when you have obtained your sources legally from different parts of the world, and the creativity is basically unlimited. You will definitely get a unique experience from these perfumes. This will connect you to a whole new era of perfumery which existed in the 1960s, 70s, and it's totally gone from the modern perfumery days. So this is really special if you are into those vintage guerlains, or if you are into those beautiful creations of yesteryears. Now you will definitely enjoy this. If Roja Dove did not have to abide by IFRA or the EU regulations, he would definitely make a beautiful fragrance like this. Now those beautiful florals disappear, and this strong, powerful, pissy civet note comes out. It's a warm, musky, enveloping note which will really make your nose burn. It's tough on the senses of someone who's not sniffed a heavy oriental musk-based Shipra of yesteryears, but it's so beautiful because it's authentic. That note is so authentic. It does not put you off in any way. In fact, it makes the whole experience very velvety. It's very upscale. The base shifts towards a beautiful sweet oud note along with a thick resinous overtone, which is basically coming from the use of incense here. It's extremely involving, deep, rich, and you feel that you are traveling through this perfume. All right, it's like a journey. Everything opens up very slowly in layers, and at the base you get a beautiful deer musk which is out of this world. It's so erotic, it's so sensual. It's not something which you can get from a synthetic material. It is just beautiful. So it's basically a bouquet of florals, some beautiful woodiness, smokiness coming from the use of incense, vetiver, other material, and of course the expensive agarwood oil. In the base, what you get is a beautiful deer musk, and everything else has slightly toned down. Overall, this perfume is a symphony of notes. It is a beautiful creation. I believe this fragrance deserves the $350 for the 50 ml that it's asking for, because the quality of Roja Diaghilev is definitely there, but there's not much character. All right, that there's not much character. It is quite a linear experience from the word go, but that does not apply to this perfume. This has got a complete mystery. This has got a beautiful thickness, richness about it, which opens up in layers, and it will just take you on a different olfactory journey. I highly suggest people who love Oriental Shipra or those sort of perfumes to sample this line. This will definitely make headlines in the coming years, and these bottles are limited for a reason. So guys, grab your samples as soon as possible. And $350 is actually quite priceless. All right, this perfume is quite priceless. $350 is nothing, because a half a spray of this perfume can last for an eternity, unlike Roja Diaghilev, which costs about 795 pounds, Great British pounds at this moment for 100 ml. This one is extremely special, and anyone who loves such perfumes is definitely going to get an experience which they will remember and treasure for the rest of their life. Over to Mr. Ross. Thank you so much again, guys, for involving me in this. Bye.
So thank you, Nikhil, for your contribution to this review here. So my take on this: what do I get out of Ottoman Empire when I spray it on my skin? The first thing that comes up is this beautiful, fresh, peppery accord, quickly followed by all shades of rose here. You're not gonna get a sweet, jammy rose. You're not gonna get a pink rose. It's a dark, deep red, lush set of roses here. And then you have complementary floral accords that are coming from the frangipani here, and a little bit of jasmine jasmine. What the frangipani does here is just add that beautiful, slightly peachy accord to that deep red rose lush accord here. Is just beautiful. Again, the frangipani and the jasmine play a supporting role here, adding a beautiful character to the rose here. Mostly a slightly peachy accord to those deep lush red roses. And then also you get a beautiful saffron here, smooth like a lovum. That kind of adds a beautiful spiciness to the fragrance. That's the first act of the fragrance. And then in the background you get a slight oak moss accord that gives that slightly sheep-like accord to the fragrance, kind of a retro vibe to that beautiful rose dominant fragrance here. That's the first act. Now moving on to the second act, that's where you get a warm feel out of the fragrance with the addition of a spicy cinnamon accord here. Here the cinnamon is not sweet, it's mostly like a dusty cinnamony accord that adds a little bit of warmth and then spiciness to the fragrance, along with the oud and an Indian vetiver here that adds a slightly smoky, slightly woody aspect to the fragrance. So moving on to the third and final act. So what you're gonna get there is pretty much not listed in a note breakdown, but I get a slightly dirty, musky accord along with some beautiful deep resins and a beautiful woody, slightly beautiful creamy sandalwood that you get there, along with the beautiful incensey, slightly sweet myrrh accord. That's pretty much what you get out of the third act there. And then you've lost by then the floral accord, the rose tones down, but the spiciness and then the other floral accords and then along with the saffron are going to dissipate, and you're going to be left with traces of the rose along with that slightly dirty musky accord, a little bit of that slightly incensey sweet accord from the myrrh, and then beautiful deep resins. So to recap, what you're gonna get out of this magnificent scent is pretty much the opening. You're gonna get a spicy fresh pepper, deep nuanced roses here, deep lush rose here, red roses, along with some a floral bouquet that plays a supporting role there. The frangipani adding a peachy accord to the roses, and you get a beautiful saffron that adds a spiciness there. And then in the mid, you're gonna get the addition of a warm feeling coming from the dusty bark cinnamon accord there, along with the woody facet coming from the vetiver and the oud there. Non-barnyard, like I said, just amazing there. And in the final act, you get you lose all that, you get still traces of those roses along with the slightly dirty musky accord, beautiful resinous accord there, and then along with the slightly incensey, slightly sweet myrrh accord there. That's pretty much what you get out of fragrance. This fragrance is amazing, and like Nikhil mentioned before, this is actually along the same lines as Diaghilev by Roja. I sampled that one, I liked it, but it was kind of expensive, and I'm glad that Adam sent me the samples. There's a reason why I ended up buying the whole set, all three, but Ottoman Empire being my favorite here. This is amazing, even given the price point here. Quality of the ingredient is just up there. It's just amazing. Performance, I can't even touch that one. It is amazing. You get easily 10 hours plus. Beautiful projection, is not overpowering or too animalic or too dirty. It's just well blended. Everything is harmonized there. All the notes that I've mentioned here, they don't overpower anything. The rose is at the center, but not too much above the other notes there, even though they're playing a supporting role. Just amazing blend here. So performance is just amazing on this one. Now, for occasions, I would say, you dress to impress. You're not afraid to display character here. You can wear this one there. I wouldn't wear it to the office because it's slightly daring and is out there. It's not what most people will be used to. So I would say scaled up events, dressed up to impress, you can wear this one. And then for me, I can wear it casually. I love scents like that. This is suiting to me, so I can see myself wearing it at home or even running errands. But this one is classy, and the quality of the ingredients there. So I'll classify it as being appropriate when you're well dressed up there. Now, in terms of season, I'm actually wearing it during summer. It's really hot today, and it works beautifully. Like I said, it's not overpowering there, but it is present. So I would say all year round there. So on to rating. This one easily a 9.5 out of 10. I think is a beautiful fragrance. Quality of the ingredient is there. Even at the price point, what you get compared to the high-end fragrances that are in the same genre, like Diaghilev by Roja there, this one is easily affordable to me. Lasts a long time. Presentation, I love the presentation there. Easily a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Now, if you've tried anything from the house, it is a new house, a new venture from Adam there. They have 3 fragrances. They're selling samples because of the popularity there and then how good it is. The samples are already sold out. The bottles too are almost out there. So if you've tried anything, if you had the chance to try anything from the house, let me know which one is your favorite there. And I'm going to try to review the other 2 that I picked up from the house. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you, Nikhil, for the collaboration. And then take care. Bye.